Welcome back to DeMates. This is going to be my first video on the channel that I'm just going to be talking about my opinions about a certain game, and that game is Fortnite. So let's just get right into it. It's short. I'm not going to be here for more than 10 minutes probably, and I'm just going to get right to the point. What if I told you that the biggest game right now is the Battle Royale? That game is Fortnite. It's not only the biggest game, but a worldwide phenomenon. Fortnite has brought together everyone that might have lost interest in gaming, or even the hardcore gamers to play. I haven't seen a single piece of entertainment do this before. Due to the popularity of Fortnite, gamers are now making hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. Streamers like Ninja and Dr. Lupo are living lavishly because of the tremendous love for the game.
Explain the business part of this now. There are reports that you're making more than $500,000 a month. I believe much of that coming from Twitch and the Twitch Prime subscribers. You're getting, I believe, 50% of that revenue when people are watching you. Where is most of your income coming from, and how important is Twitch becoming in this gaming ecosystem?
Right. A lot of the income is definitely coming from the Amazon and Twitch Prime subscribers. We also just hit 5 million subscribers on YouTube as well, and Instagram just hit over 1 million followers, and I'm almost there on Twitter. And just the combination of all of those things is really where just the collective revenue is coming from. And this deal that Amazon Prime and Twitch Prime have together is incredible. Twitch Prime allows people to claim loot and collect loot with specific games, and they recently did a deal with Fortnite, which is the hottest game right now, and that actually is one of the main reasons of influx of subscribers currently to my stream.
So I play the incredulous, non-techie person. Congratulations on getting people to pay so much money that you're bringing in more than $500,000 in revenue a month for people to watch you play video games. Why do they want to watch you play?
I think that I offer a combination of high gameplay, high-tier gameplay that they really can't get with a lot of other content creators. It's very difficult to be one of the best at a video game, in any game, or at anything at all in the world. And I also think I offer, I'm very goofy. If you've ever watched any of my streams or my YouTube videos, I do impressions and stuff like that all the time, and just crazy shenanigans. And
not a single person ever expected for it to take over the world. Look anywhere you go, you'll hear about Fortnite. Even my teachers have heard about this phenomenon. That alone blows my mind. Fortnite has surpassed the player count of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is a game that released in its early access state more than a year earlier. You cannot deny the success of Fortnite. The player count can currently hit 3.4 million at one time, but the total seemed to rise day by day. In fact, the latest numbers were 40 million players globally. These numbers are absolutely insane. Shooters is what defines the multiplayer aspect of gaming. That is exactly the realm that this game has entered. Now let me demonstrate the decision making during a match. Everything you do can have an effect to you either losing or winning the game. Nothing will matter unless you win. Building is an option, but that is what makes Fortnite so unique in its own respects. Building is what determines a good player versus a bad player. Gun skill does not matter if you do not know how to build. People might say that Fortnite is simplistic, but I'd say that it is probably one of the most complex games that I've played in a long time. Play it and you'll see how difficult it is to get your first victory royale. That's all because of the established skill gap between you and experienced players. Now don't get me wrong, it can get repetitive at times, but once you get the hang of things, the game will absolutely amaze you. Some might say that the game is dying or will eventually die out, which is surprising. The game quite possibly could hit its plateau at some point due to issues that have been a constant annoyance in the game. Those issues consist of shotgun damage inconsistency, bloom, and the content being added into the game in such a short amount of time. Shotgun damage should be consistent in all gunfights because doing 9 damage with a pump has literally turned itself into a meme. It's gotten to that point. Bloom factors in luck rather than actual gun skill, and the content that is being added into the game at a rapid pace, which could create balancing issues. Recently, they added in a playground mode that was adored by the community. This limited time mode was an answer to everyone's prayers. It was because we needed some form of private matches to practice, fight, and do all sorts of things. I'm hoping that this promotes good play instead of catering to the casuals like Epic Games is doing more so now. This post made by Epic stating that they want to promote tactical play more than simply what is the meta now. The meta is building and sort of the structure and waiting for the gunfight to boil down into the shotgun fest that it is. Epic wants this to be changed with further cater to those newer players by investigating the resource cap, decreasing the amount of resources you can obtain, and further nerfing the shotguns into the ground. I hope that Epic sees the negative feedback that the possible future will hold for us, but to say that this game is dying is absolutely ridiculous.